What was in that way, so I hit it.
Dave is a bitch.
This makes me really nervous.
You make me nervous.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, so she can hear you.
No, I mean, she can hear us, but she knows we haven't started yet. She'll figure it out.
Okay.
We believe in you.
Great. Hold that for me.
Take two.
Okay. Hi, my name's Amanda. I'm 20 years old here at North Central College as a junior. I'll be your mediator today. I would like to start with both of you introducing yourselves. So,
My name is Mr. Malcolm Reynolds, and I am the owner of the Serenity Street Apartments.
Okay. What would you like me to call you?
Call me Malcolm, please.
Malcolm. Okay. And then you?
I'm River. I live in the Malcolm Street Apartments.
Okay. And then are both of you here to make decisions for everyone involved in the issue that we brought here today?
Yes. It involves me and my brother Simon, but
Can you make decisions on his behalf?
yes.
Okay, great. So, it's very nice to meet you both. I'm very happy that you are here today, so I'd like to congratulate you. Getting to mediation is a little bit difficult sometimes because it means you have to address the problem and get through it and come up with a solution. And I know that it's quite normal to be wary of the process, but it does work. I've seen it work before at North Central, and eventually we're hoping to get a solution out of this. So before we get into what mediation really is, I would like to make an important note that I have no power here to make a formal contract. I have no lawyer rights or anything like that. I'm no expert, but if you either of you need anything like that, I'm happy to find someone like that for you. Additionally, I cannot testify in court if one of you were to bring anything to court. This is all confidential and is not admissible in court. So anyway, other than right now, I'm not here today to do all the talking. That's for you guys to do. I'm just here to kind of push you in the right direction that gives you a solution that you both agree with at the end. I am an unbiased party. That is my part here. I'm going to be neutral. If at any time you feel that I'm not being neutral, just let me know, and if at any time you don't like how things are going, it's totally free will. You can decide when you want to stop or if you want to keep it going. Up to you. So additionally, going into mediation. Mediation is a problem-solving process where myself, the mediator, assists you two, the voluntary participants, to come to a decision about your issues of concern, whatever is raised. And additionally to that, personally, I feel that this process really does work. I've seen it happen before. It clarifies things that need to be said, and it helps you work together to get to an agreeable end. If anyone at any point needs a break, needs to use the bathroom, get some food, water, whatever you need, just let me know. This is your time to do as you will. And on another note, I would like to know if either of you know me at all.
Nope.
I do not know you.
Okay. And are you comfortable with me meeting you today?
Yes.
Okay, great. So furthermore, instead of interrupting one another when giving each person's concerns of the issue, I would like to state that we have paper in front of you that I've given you that you can write whatever you want down, and while the other person is talking, write down your thoughts, so then you're not interrupting the other party. During this meeting, we will have caucuses possibly, which are small meetings. They're just for us to kind of put some things together while the other party is out of the room, and then we switch, and same amount of time for each person. So, also, no information or conversation shall be given up to the other parties without the consent of that party. So anything said in any meetings or this meeting, if you don't say that you want it to be said in anywhere else, then it's all confidential. It's up to you two. So before we start, are there any questions that either of you may have?
No.
No? Okay, so can we both confirm that all involved parties, Malcolm and River, you will work in good faith and to find or develop a mutually acceptable solution to your issues of concern? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, and great. Let's start with who brought this issue forward?
This would be you?
Yes,
Okay,
I
is that
did.
okay? We start with her?
Yes.
Okay, River?
So, okay, I moved into Serenity Apartments about 4 months ago with my
Okay.
brother Simon. Now I know that it's an older building.
Okay.
And I know that a lot of the times in older buildings and everything, there's going to be some problems and everything, but, the amount of issues that we've had have been really kind of disruptive
Okay.
in our daily lives. At one point in time, our shower broke, and it took around 2 weeks to fix it, and, during that time, Simon and I had to shower in the campus showers, but the thing is that we don't have access to them ourselves because we're not residents in the dorms, so we had to have friends let us in.
Okay.
Which is like just a huge hassle. And then, we also had a problem with the heating, which took like 2.5 weeks. No, the washing machine took 2.5 weeks. The heating was a different thing. The washing machine took 2.5 weeks for it to fix. It was like mid-wash too, so all of my clothes were still like soaking wet, covered in soap. And then Simon and I had to go to a laundromat, which is actually decently far away, and it was very difficult to get there, and it was just, it was difficult, and it was very, time consuming because we had to sit there. I work a lot, and so does Simon, so that we can afford to live in this apartment. And then the heating broke as well at one point in time, and it's been really cold outside. Like, I know it's kind of warming up now, it's beautiful outside now.
It's gorgeous out.
But it was in the single digits before, and we didn't have any heating.
Understand.
So it was really horrible, but, I don't wanna leave, and neither does Simon, because everybody that we live with is fantastic, like, they're all really nice people. It's a fantastic location, it's right by downtown, it's close to college, we can walk and everything, it's a convenient location, but it's just really, like, we need the things fixed that are not getting fixed, like, they're just not working.
Okay.
And they're not getting fixed fast enough by any means.
Okay. Anything else?
Not really. I mean, like, when the heating broke and everything, we had to buy heaters and bring them in, and that was, like, really expensive actually, especially since we kind of needed them for the whole apartment, not just for one area when it was 1 degree in our apartment. So it's really difficult, and I keep on saying difficult, but it has been. It's been difficult. That's the thing. Like, the whole entire living here has been difficult, and it shouldn't be that difficult just to live.
Okay.
And since, Mr. Reynolds is our landlord, we brought these things to him, and it takes like 2 to 4 weeks for him to fix them. And it's not like they're things that are non-essential. Like, we actually need them, and he's not doing what we need him to do in a timely manner.
Okay.
So that's all.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Reynolds, would you like
Yes.
to say your part?
All right. I'd like to start basically by saying I formerly was a Marine vet, and I really wanted to get into a new type of field, so I chose hospitality. I was interested in the location on Serenity Street, and it was a huge mess prior to when I actually saw it. So when I bought it, I did probably a year's worth of labor, and I was formerly in the war, so I had a lot of back issues. I did all the labor myself prior to actually having tenants. So that cost me a year, and I made it look a lot nicer now. I understand the equipment is a lot older, but keep in mind, I myself, as an injured individual, had to stop working because of my back issues and pain. So basically, I understand when it comes to rent, I have to really try to make a lot of money because I want to generate profits. So I have to try to make sure the utilities are at the best rate, and like I said, before, I don't wanna hire outside people to buy all my products, so I use one of the tenants, and I pay her to do all the fixings and stuff, and I lower her rent, actually, that's my form of pay for it. And, it does take a while for me to change, it does take her a while to change all the things, like I said, I can't fix it, and I wanna hire outside help. So by doing so, I use her as, all my resources. And basically, as I mentioned before, the people I work under, I trust them a lot. They were former Marines as well, formerly in war. So I trust their judgment when it comes to what I use to fix. And let's see, what else was there? So overall, I've done a lot of work prior to you living here, and all the amount of work I put is not only because of my physical handicap, but it's also because I'm trying to do the best I can. I have limited resources to pay for all this. So due to a budget issue, and me having a physical handicap, and me just only having one person to hire for all of it, I'm really in a tight situation right now, and if I do go hire more people, then I lose business, because then I will lose my profits. So I'm in a tight situation right now, because I'm having people complain to me, and from a business perspective, I'm not making enough of a profit. And yes, I do admit the parts all over, but I'm doing it's it's hard. It's a business. You gotta survive. I don't have a job. I'm not a Marine anymore, because this is how I'm making a living.
Anything else?
Other than that, we're both here to work something out. Well, I'll do the best I can.
Okay.
I'm in a tight situation right now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reynolds. So just to clarify, we're gonna go over a few things today from what I've heard from both parties. River, you have the problem of these things are not being fixed in a timely manner for you, and it's disrupting your life. And so we'll go over that. Furthermore, we'll go over the rent, because it seems like money is a huge thing. So also rent and what goes into the building, basically, so the finances of the building. And then also going back to the way things are being fixed. So we'll go over how it affects each person's life, the rent or the finances, and also the manner of time that it gets done. So, would someone like to start different solutions? If anyone's thought of anything so far that you think to come to a point where you both agree on something?
My biggest issue is that, okay, I understand that you're getting a lot of complaints about things, but like, my heat was out completely for a long time. There are people who are dying in the weather that we were living in, and I'm paying to live in this building and everything. I can't be living in weather that is actually dangerous to my health and to my life, and neither can my brother. Like, that is incredibly, like, that's not even a question in my mind. Like, that needs to get fixed right away. And then there are some things, like, I can understand, like, maybe they'll take a little bit longer and that's really annoying, but it's whatever. But obviously there needs to be some form of prioritization, because this is just not working at the moment. Like, it's costing me money, it's costing me time, it's making my life miserable. And it's not just me either, it's everybody else in the building too. Lots of people have problems with the heat and everything. And if that means that you've gotta hire outside help in this weather, like, I think that it doesn't matter. Like, we're all paying for this. Like, do you live in the apartments? Do you live with, like, no heat? Is that, like, would you do that, or would you pay for somebody to come and fix it for you? Because it's not okay to be living in weather that's the single digits in a home.
Right. Well, there's another thing about too is I understand your concern that you're living in a really kind of hazardous area, but these parts aren't expensive. These are really old, and they're really hard to find them. So yes, I could spend more money to buy new appliances, new materials. That's gonna cost me thousands of dollars, because I am formally under contract too. I'm the owner of this tenancy, owner of the Serenity Apartments. So if I spend all this money on it, then if I can't afford to pay for it as a whole, you guys can't get rid of it. Well, I'm in a really difficult type of situation right now, financially. And I do have another individual who is helping me, Kaylee. She is the person who helps me fix all the materials and other things. And there are a couple people, the neighbors that she trusts my judgment. The neighbors trust my judgment as well. So really, like I said, it's a really difficulty because it's a financial situation, and I apologize.
It's a financial situation, but it's also a health hazard. Like, it's a life risk, and it shouldn't be a life risk to live in a home that you're paying for. Like, I understand that these things are expensive and everything, but there are things that, like, we need.
I understand.
Like, legitimately 100% need, and in those situations, like, I don't care how much it costs, like, you can't be stingy when, like, you're the one who's owning this place and everything, running this place. Nobody's gonna wanna live here. If, you know that if something breaks, you're not gonna fix it because it's too much money, because you're still making a profit. And, like, it's your job to fix these things.
Okay, so.
It's, like I said, it's, I understand where you're coming from. Sorry, you actually wanna say something?
No, you say your part and then I'll say mine.
I understand. It's, living in like a hazard situation where you have like no showering and everything. You have really bad heaters, you can't really live, and it's a great location on campus. And I've done the best I could, really, despite all the appliances and all the issues, it was really in bad condition. And I really did the best I could to shine it up. To my physical handicap, I'm very limited in what I can do. So when I only have one person doing all the labor, it's gonna take a while.
Like, how many fixes do you have each month? Like, each week, how many fixes do you have?
I would say I probably have 10 fixes each week, and I only have one employee.
Well, why don't you get more than one?
Money. I'm struggling.
Yeah, but, like, I'm struggling with living.
So,
Everybody's struggling with
right
money.
now,
I'm struggling with living.
I'm trying to live.
Okay, so let's settle down. We're gonna be civil towards each other. So right now, I would like to call caucus, a small private meeting, and do either of you care who goes first?
You know what? It does not matter.
No,
But
it
I
doesn't
just
matter.
gotta make a living. I can't do much because of my handicap.
Heating expert or whoever it may be that needs to come into the apartment can do it in a timely manner where it won't affect
Yeah.
tenants'
Yeah.
daily schedules.
Yeah. We can talk about what's best for you. When you most like when you're out of the house, or what's the best days throughout the week.
Okay.
We can definitely talk about that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. You said your house, kids, so you're probably gone
And,
probably
like,
during the day.
obviously as they arise, it's gonna be different, but, like, if a problem comes up again, then
Yeah.
I'll let you know, we can talk about it then.
Very good. Get all of you younger generation. Very good.
Okay, is there anything that we haven't gone over that you would like to say?
What about prioritization? Cause, like, there are some things, like we were talking about, there are some things that, like, I understand that you're going to make sure that they come in and fix stuff and everything, and that they're gonna do it in a timely manner, but, like, are you going to make sure that, cause you say you get complaints every month and everything, like a lot of complaints every month and everything, are you gonna make sure that the things that are more urgent get taken care of? Cause, like, say if somebody else's heat went out in their apartment.
The heat will be first.
Okay, but, like, I'm saying in some made up situation, like somebody else's heat goes out, and then my shower goes out, but my shower goes out first and then their heat goes out, like, are you gonna make sure that their heat gets fixed first and then my shower, or are you gonna take care of my shower first and then the heat? Like, is there prioritization or what?
That is a good question.
Can I have multiple
We could
people come in?
multiple people come in, that's why I wanna hire multiple people for that reason.
Okay.
So there is no unequal amount of, who gets who first, depending on what gets broken out first. That's why I hire multiple people so they can help fix different situations rather than one at a time.
Would that be affordable to you, or do you still have to bring them in one at a time?
I can probably do 2 to it, I can do multiple at a time.
Okay. Cause if it's like really difficult and everything, I understand. Like, I understand that you're financially like in a bind, everybody is and everything,
Right.
but like, so if there's gotta be some form of like, you can only bring in one at a time and everything, then I understand, like, there's gotta be priorities and stuff.
Right.
But like, I just wanna make sure that the priorities are correct.
Right.
And in the right manner and everything.
Right,
Like, obviously.
that's why I wanna, like I said, have both, two people instead of just one person at a time, so that way it can be a little more efficient, and I have an ace up my sleeve, as you said, that might help a lot.
Okay.
Ace up your sleeve.
I'll try to.
Okay.
Well, it's something that can help him, it's his own personal, matters. It'll help with money and stuff, it won't really affect you in any way.
Alright. I think so,
Additionally, one last thing, would it be okay, I think you've already stated this before, but would it be okay if the professionals came into your home?
Yeah.
And when you weren't there, or would you rather them be there just so if something were to happen, you're there and you know what's happened and.
I mean, like, you know, when I lived at home and everything with my parents, if we ever needed something to fix and everything, like, they would make an appointment, and if we weren't there, they would just come in and fix it. But like, if it's at a time that I know is set, if I'm not there, I'm okay with that, like, I mean, I'll try and be home, but like, if I know an appointment time, then it's fine. Like, if we can set up an appointment time and everything, like, I know a general time when they're gonna be there, it's fine. Even if I'm not home, I'll make sure it's okay. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So you don't ever feel uncomfortable with that? Okay,
No,
good.
yeah, just as long as I know when they're supposed to be coming.
Okay, so we've generally agreed on all these different things. You guys feel like you've come to a general consensus where you feel like you understand each other now and things
Yeah.
are okay?
Yeah, I think I feel pretty good about the whole situation.
It's gonna be, some take some time, but, one day at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to meet again at a later month to see how things are going, check in again, or what do you guys think about
You
that?
know, we could either do that, or I can, follow up, giving you like a call, a couple calls, and you, whatever's best for you, like just asking you how's the service, is everything better, is the heater fine, the appliances, we'll probably have to, us have all those surveys that no one has to do, but we encourage after the service to see everything's going according to plan, and I'll give a follow-up call, and then maybe next time we can talk about like the new contract, what's gonna be added, what's gonna be taken off.
Yeah, I would like those follow-ups and everything, I'd appreciate that. I would like to set up another meeting though, in the future.
Okay.
I would too.
Like, I don't know, maybe 5 months from now? It's 5 months rent and utilities and everything? What do you
Sounds good
think?
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good
Okay,
to me.
so 5 months from now?
Actually,
Would you like something different?
can we do 6 instead? Just, I feel like that's, like, since it's half the year and everything, it's like
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's a more even number, you know? I
Okay.
think,
Yeah.
Alright.
Would you guys ever want to get together with the rest of the building just to talk about these things, so everybody's kinda like in a general, I don't know, understanding, let's say?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
And you said you guys are very close, so be more open
Yeah,
with
well,
each other?
everybody's fantastic.
a couple of the other people, Kaylee, she really close with her, close with another couple that's also is important to me, so I think it'll be really good to talk about it.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, I also think one more thing, anything else we want us to bring up, talk about?
I just have one last question. How far away are you from the apartments?
How far away?
How far away do you live?
I live probably like a couple of blocks down.
Oh, okay, so you're in the same general area?
Yes, I'm in the same general area, I live in Naperville too, so it's,
Okay,
not
so
too far from there.
if there like an emergency and you couldn't get someone right away, could you get over there to fix something up or make like something up for, like, say the plumbing, something was wrong with it? I know you have your back issues, but if there's emergency and it was like 12 o'clock at night or something, would it be able to be fixed in a timely manner?
I will, yes, I will, like maybe, if it's a really, really urgent matter, I would say in this time, every 24 hours, like maybe, yeah, that's one of the co-work Pat, maybe you can actually even ask Kaylee to help, or you can ask one of the, the new potential
There's an emergency.
yeah. So I can work on something around that for emergencies, and maybe, even talk to like, the police about it too, if it's a huge emergency.
Okay, so something like extremely drastic.
Yes, extremely
Okay,
drastic.
like even a gas leak or something.
Yes.
Because that's needs to be.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, of course.
Okay. You'd be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Alright.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Thank you, actually, like, I appreciate it, I'm personally really glad we have this because
Yeah.
I was under the impression that this was gonna be a huge hassle, and I mean, obviously it was a little bit annoying, but in the end, I think this is
Yeah.
really good, like it's helped out a lot, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, and
So, no
I
problem.
appreciate everything you've done so far.
Yeah, thank you as well, I knew these were an issue, but I'd, no, Kaylee really told me anything too drastic, I knew things were going wrong, but I didn't know it'd get to this point where, this issue with the ventilation of the appliances, but, things are all about risk, so I'll do whatever it takes to, make sure it goes smooth in the future.
Okay. Well, I'd like to thank you again for both of you coming here today. It takes a lot of courage to bring this up and
Yes.
get this out in the open, kind of solve it. So, let's say, thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanda, for assisting me.
Thank you.
And thank you.
And I'm glad we could do this today.
Yes.
So see you guys in about 6 months.
Alright.